Good morning, good evening,
Oh,
wherever
can't
you
hear. Can't
are.
hear. Got it.
Okay.
We got it.
Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world, my beautiful E360 viewers. How are you feeling? I am over the moon. I've got amazing ladies. Amazing ladies. And yes, the show is a little bit different. We're not in studio, we are in Zoom. There is some stuff that needs to be sorted in the studio, but in the meanwhile, the show must go on, and we are presenting ourselves the best way we can. So, my beautiful viewers on E360, first of all, I would love to thank you, my beautiful Jose Escobar, for his sponsoring the Power Hour, but the video of him will only be playing at the end. So, my beautiful Jose, thank you so much. I will play our Zoom meeting, and then I will play your video while I am in studio. So, my beautiful guest, I am so excited for us to talk about confidence and what confidence means for you. One of the things I have noticed, I have done 528 coffee chats in 2 years and 11 months. Especially women are not confident in themselves, on ability to do things, and then also not confidence going out there to other people. So we are going to come and talk a little bit about confidence. I am going to start with Laura. I see Cindy's video is keep going in and out, so I'm so sorry for that, my beautiful viewers. She will be ready for us in a second. So my beautiful Laura, if I can start with you, please introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and tell us what confidence means for you.
Thank you. Well, just a shout out to you, Sanet, for everything you do for our community and for the world. You really do support empowerment, and that's what I'm all about. So I'm Laura Brennan Ballet, and I'm from USA. And confidence, oh boy, I can talk about this because it's all wrapped into what I do. I'm a thought energy expert. And I'm a transformational empowerment speaker and coach, author, E360 global panelist, and the list goes on, like so many of these beautiful women here. But I really do believe that the reason we come together and we spend time together is to empower. And for me, learning how to really refine confidence is an empowered journey. This is something that we need to really align ourselves with mind, body, and consciousness. This is this relationship with self that then gives us the confidence to speak and go out in the world. So I think confidence, it's not as challenging as we make it. It really is something that we have innately in us. We're born with it. I think we just have to find different ways to tune into it, tap into it. And this is one way to listen to human beings that really care about the well-being of one another. And this breeds confidence as we listen, we speak, we learn, and we connect. So I hope that gives a little bit of some golden nuggets and a taste of what's to come. So thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, thank you, my beautiful Laura.
Oh, can't hear. Oh, there you go. You're good.
Also part of my Diamond Beauty experts in our group, and also a co-host on Soul Diamond Author's Journey. Thank you.
I
My
know. Too
beautiful
many things.
Penny, please introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and tell us what confidence means for you.
Hello, I'm Penny. I come from England, Shakespeare country, which is Stratford-on-Avon. And I'm the author of Manual Magic. And that's the author journey that you allowed me to talk about in episode 13, I think it was. was amazing. So thank you, and thank you, Laura. It was an amazing experience. So confidence. Confidence comes with age, I think. I remember when I first went into journalism, and I was a young lady in a man's world because it was all technical stuff. I had no confidence at all. So I had to find a way to project myself and the fact that I wasn't technically proficient. So I found ways to tackle that, and that gave me the confidence. When I became an international editor, and I needed another type of confidence because I was heading an international publication which was in the advertising industry and publishing industry, it was very hard because I was the editor of a kind publication. So I then had to be in the spotlight as opposed to always wanting to keep myself below the parapet. Then when I moved on to the Middle East and franchising, that was another type of confidence. And confidence comes with learning and understanding who you are and what you're good at. The better you are at what you do, the more confidence you acquire. And I think it's also something that other people feed from. I think, Laura, you were saying that the empowerment and helping people become more confident. I think that if you are confident, but you're not, there's a very fine line between being confident and being arrogant.
Mm.
And I think that if you can tread that line and always have the humility to know that other people perhaps don't know what you know, but certainly you don't know what they know.
I love it. So the glasses is because you gave me goosebumps.
Yeah.
And I just look at the glasses now. It looks like my nose is smaller because of the two colors. So my beautiful Christiana will come on camera just now because we are live. So Nina and Eva, I'm going to go to Cindy first because Cindy, you are struggling with your internet, my girl. So please introduce yourself and tell us where you're from, and also please tell us what confidence means for you.
Thank you so very, very much. Well, confidence definitely radiates with the room of people that I have the pleasure of being with. So ladies, thank you. It is a pleasure to be with each and every one of you. My name is Cindy, and I am from Denver, Colorado, and we are in the midst of the second storm leading into a third snowstorm.
Oh no.
Okay,
Oh no.
we will just wait to see if she's coming back. She did say that she had internet problems and she is in a storm. So
Yeah.
we know when we actually, my viewers in studio, I could take her out and bring her back in. But now we're on Zoom and I don't have that. So we will just deal with her beautiful face. So my beautiful Nina, if I can ask you to introduce yourself and tell us what confidence means for you.
Thank you so much, Sanet, for this amazing opportunity. And hello, everybody. It's so nice to be here. And thank you, all these amazing women who are today here sharing their experience and expertise to empower people, to empower women and make this world a better place. Thank you so much for the work you do. I'm Nina Maglic. I'm a marketing coach for healers, helping them get more clients, heal more people, and make a bigger impact doing the work they love. And I'm also the author of the book Healing Millions, where I teach healers how to implement amazing marketing principles and adjust it to the healing industry so we know that healing industry is very special. We deal with amazing humans all around the world, but these humans have a pain and we need to approach them differently. That's what my book is all about, creating an illuminated experience for our clients and helping them overcome their pains and struggles and helping them become a better people. So that's in a nutshell what I do. And what I believe is confidence is standing firmly in who you are and believing in yourself despite all challenges and believing in your dreams. And not everybody is going to believe in your dreams, and not even you will believe in your dreams at the beginning, but something inside of you, your intuition is going to tell you this is the path you need to go. And this, also believing in your intuition and following it despite all fears and judgments and everything around you, is listening to yourself, embracing that little voice inside of you and doing things your way and enjoying life your way. And that's for me the confidence.
I must just say, I don't have my hard glasses because the children were walking around with it. I bought this yesterday. So my beautiful Nina, I have to lift my hat up. I love it. Because most of the time people is looking for confidence outside of themselves. Oh, we are losing people. It's okay, it's okay. My beautiful Eva, can you please introduce yourself, tell us where you're from and what confidence means for you?
Hello, and it's so nice to be here once again on your show, Asane, and beautiful ladies. It's an honor. My name is Ewa. I am originally born and raised in Poland, but I have lived in Canada most of my life, and I am from Edmonton, Alberta. I'm a mindset and success coach, 3 times international best-selling author, and I love to inspire people around the world. And confidence is something I didn't have. And this is why I chose to be here with you, because I know how much confidence is important to be able to stand firm, do the things you want to do. When I was much younger, I didn't have that. My self-esteem was shattered. I used to be afraid of my own shadow, as I call it, when I was growing up. And so when I moved to Canada, it was a very hard time for me because I didn't speak any English. I went into a shell that took a long time for me to come out from. So confidence was definitely something I struggled with for many years. But as I made the decision just a few years ago, because of my daughter was born, she was I could call it a wake-up call. And I said, if this child's going to be here, I want to be the best mom I can be. And that starts with me. So that's when I went into personal development, deep dive into it, and really took a deep dive into who I was as a person. And a lot of things started coming up. You go through that phase where you forget, and all that in between, and then you realize how magnificent you are after all. And it all starts within us. Yeah. So confidence for me is very, very important. It just goes beyond anything. It helps life in so many different levels, whether it's professional or business or whatever. So for me, confidence is very, very important.
Thank you. So I love that. And one of the things I'm going to ask you, if you can give us 2 tips to get confidence. So we will do that in the second round. So Cindy, let us try quickly before going at introducing Christina. You are from Denver, and I got the most beautiful leaf when I visit Denver. I got a hug from you and your beautiful husband, John. I cannot remember the leaf. What was the leaf at the tree called? But if you can tell us quickly about the leaf that you gave me.
Yes, it's called the aspen leaf. It's the aspen trees. And it's the root system they're all connected through the roots. So it's just a way of us staying connected because you're so far away.
That's so beautiful. So please tell us what you do, and tell us what confidence means for you.
Yes, thank you very much for your patience, everyone. My name is Cindy Saylor, and I am the emotional wellness coach for our Diamond Beauties Forever. And what that also means is I'm a neuro-linguistic practitioner. And it changed my life because I used to live with the lack of self-confidence. I was diagnosed with dyslexia in 8th grade. And because of what they told me that my life would not amount to anything, school was going to be hard, on and on and on, it wasn't that positive voice that I needed. Confidence? Yeah, that didn't exist. But does it today? Absolutely. Because neurolinguistics helped me flip the script on the dyslexia. And now I have a whole different dialogue. And that's what I help individuals do. What's the conversation you're having with yourself? Because it's going to be the most important conversation you have. Is it empowering or disempowering? And as you can tell, I've got confidence. And where did that come from? Being able to flip the script on my dialogue. I went from an uncertain life to a very certain life. And when we have certainty, life shows up. Life shows up. So I just went from uncertain to certain. And when we're uncertain, we tend to have the lack of self-confidence. And where do you get confidence? Being certain on what you can do in life. And I'll tell you what, all you have to do is say, yes, I can do this.
I love it. Oh, yes, like, I love it. I love it. Thank you, Bob. Okay, I think we all can put our glasses on. I will take a photo as well. So my beautiful viewers on E360, are you putting on your glasses? Here we go. Oh, wow. And I did take a photograph of all of us and you, my beautiful viewers. Thank you, my beautiful Cindy. Christiana, can you please introduce yourself? Try and hold your camera still, please, my beautiful one. And then tell us where you're from as well as what confidence means for you.
Well, I am Christiana Carr. I am here in Peterborough, Ontario, and in my kitchen. I was trying to make a poutine for my son. His birthday was on the 5th there on Tuesday, but we didn't get his dinner then, so I was going to be lunch today, and then there was an appointment, and then so it's been been a running around today, but I've been confident that I can get through it. I'm confident I will survive this. I've been through a whole lot worse, so no matter how busy it gets, no matter how much chaos and whatever's going on, I know that I'll get through it. I am Godfident, I like to say myself, because sometimes if I don't feel it, I got to call in that extra support, that extra light, come in and help me. And so I build up that Godfidence too. So when I don't have it, I got Godfidence. So, and that helps me through. And there was like personality. Was that the Cheese Whiz commercial? Remember that one? She's got personality. So when all else fails, I'll fall back on that.
Oh, wow. Beautiful.
Just be my silly self.
So please tell us what you do, my beautiful one. How are you inspiring?
Well, right now I've been going through the darkest times in my life, I say, and at the same time, there's been this light that keeps coming up inside of me. So it's dreams and nightmares at the same time. And I started my daily crumb, begin within guidance on the YouTube with Wingichni Ve Majeki Kwe. I call myself your friendly, freaky ass, sweetgrass water medicine woman. So it's those little things. Well, I'm building that bigger business, and my business is begin within. And like you say, Sanet, that we have to show up for ourselves before we can show up for others. And that's kind of how the universe has kind of made me have to show up for myself. And so I've had to do that and balance that out. So that's kind of how I'm finding that balance in myself. And as I'm finding that in myself and being my silly self, I'm hoping that I'm giving others permission to show up as themselves and be authentic and live in and let their little play every once in a while too. We got to let our inner child just free and play, but don't let them drive the bus.
Wow, I love it. And today, Christiana, I could not join my little grandson on the swing because we swing every morning and then we do basketball because there was a little girl that was running and I think she and her sister tried to get her to the swings before us, and then my grandson decided, no way, I'm gonna be on that swing as well. So he ran and she ran, so both of them got a swing. Me and the mama didn't, well, the granny and the mama didn't get a swing. We were standing. So I was very disappointed. There were 2 extra swings, but I would definitely not fit in a baby swing. So my beautiful Laura, can you tell us how easy is to go within to find your confidence? Thank you.
Yeah. And just again, just a heartfelt acknowledgement to the women on this show. I love the playfulness. I love the confidence. I love the authenticity. There's so many unique stories. And this is what's, again, just so beautiful of the community you've created. There's something here for all of us to learn, even when we are on the panel and we're talking. Yeah. I'm going to be a bit of an outlier here. Confidence was something that my mom told me I came out into the world with. I didn't have to search for it. What I had to search for was the alignment with that natural confidence. And even though this may sound a bit off balance, holding that confidence had its own issues growing up, because very young, I would speak up in front of a class. I was always like the lead in the plays. I was always the lead dancer. Everything I did, I was captain of the cheerleading team. I kind of moved in that, but I learned that everyone just assumed that everything was okay all the time because I was able to kind of rise to those occasions. And so if I came up somewhere and said, geez, I'm a little sad today, or my little kid is kind of, not able to come out and play, it took a while for me to build up the confidence to be vulnerable and to be transparent. And still, even in my adulthood, there's a lot of expectations on me for always showing up and kind of steadying the storm. And so I think that's just another perspective for those of us out there that maybe are on top of our game on one level, but how important it is to belong to a community and have a support system that when our confidence is a little bit off center, we have a place to go and feel the love and support. But for me, again, I'm going to go back into this empowered journey. It is this consistent relationship with self, this reflective journey. Who am I? How am I showing up? What is allowing me to bloom and expand? What is it that's maybe, I'll use my terminology, what's kind of putting a nick, right? A nick in the armor. And how is that contrast helping me to, again, steady the challenges and stay in this confident environment? Because it's important as a thought energy leader, and all of us who are leadership, we need to know how to maneuver when we're kind of knocked off a little bit. So for me, I'm going to say suspend the doubt. Whenever you are feeling less confident, suspend it and just go forward as if you were what you need to be in that moment. And that in and of itself continues to empower the experience of a confident human being. So I feel that way. And educate yourself. Continue to educate, read, take in information, apply it. It then becomes knowledge. And then knowledge is a skill, it's a tool, it's a modality that's at our calling. And so when we need to really co-regulate that little bit of lack, that little bit of doubt, we've got the skill because we've listened to a podcast, we've read a book, we've become coachable. So I think the confidence is not as challenging as we make it out to be. Just act as if, and you shall become.
I love that. I love that. And can I tell you, my beautiful one, I do believe I did have a little bit of confidence. I was very overweight and I don't have my photograph to show, but I did lost. Well, I didn't lose. People say, but it doesn't say lose. I let go. I have to use the right wording. I let go of 165 pounds. But still, after losing the weight, I was like still not truly in myself, because even when I go on and buy clothes, it was still the biggest sizes, and then, okay, now it's falling down. Now I had to realize, go in within myself, and then started to be confident that I am now skinny, that I don't have to go and buy clothing in one shop. And I know it's just a small example of my thing that I had to get confidence in, but to get confidence in to go into any shop, because for years, ladies, I had only one shop in South Africa I could buy. It was for the biggest sizes. So there was only one shop, a chain over in South Africa, a Donna Clay, that you can buy it. So for me, stepping in Queen's Park, I always loved to pass there. And when I passed there, my heart wished that I could go in, but I knew there was nothing that would have fit me, nothing. And the clothing was full of glitter. This is a Queen's Park outfit. You can see there's lots of glitter, and you see the glitter.
Yep.
And I always passed there, I could never. But now, passing Donna Claire, I will look at the sign, and I will look at it and I say, thank you, in my mind, for serving me for so many years. But today I'm not coming into your store. I've got the whole world to go to. And I do it every time I'm in South Africa, or I'm passing the shop. That in itself was to get the right confidence to go into any store. But now, because I can. So my beautiful Penny, if I can go with you and then back to Cindy so that we can have her comments. So my beautiful Penny.
I think going back to childhood has a lot to answer for. You take what you learn in childhood and you take it forward, and you have to sometimes break that cycle, because I was a very, very introverted, lacking in confidence child. There were no great expectations of what or who I should become. And then one of my tutors gave me the idea to become a journalist, and that's all I ever wanted to be. So that gave me the confidence to go further. So throughout your life, you have all these milestones that take you forward, and then you meet some challenges and you're taken back a little while. Then you move forward, and so on and so forth. So when you become at, I suppose, the age that I am, and have had the experiences and the thirst for knowledge, that helps you become more confident. And knowledge is power. We're always told that the company that has the I deal with knowledge sharing, and it empower people in your business to go forward with their knowledge. And I think if I were to give anyone a tip on confidence, it's very similar to Laura. Have a thirst, have a curiosity. You'll always know something that somebody doesn't, and you'll be able to talk about it. And then everybody will listen to you, and you will get that confidence.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Penny, I must just tell you something, and I know my tears is just here. As soon as she started to talk, and you talk about childhood, God gave me this immense vision I've asked women doing a book compilation on confidence.
Brilliant.
Love this.
I'll second that.
Third.
Wow.
I love it.
Yep. I'm in.
My beautiful Cindy, how, please tell us your thoughts.
You know, one of the things I encourage women to do is to become their own best friend. That's where we could really gain the confidence. We think we could build confidence outside of ourselves, always constantly looking for those answers or ideas or opinions. And I have to say, do we really want other people's opinions all the time? Because it may not resonate. And there's a reason why it doesn't resonate, is because you're not meant to hear that, right? But for some reason, that's what I did. I learned we could hear certain things and we're going to process it differently. And what I heard growing up is my life wouldn't amount to anything. And as soon as I chose that was wrong dialogue and I changed it, my confidence grew. And each and every time I decided I'm going to be a better friend to myself, because why would I allow the negative Nelly or the downy Debbie in my head? These are not good friends. These are not good friends that we create. So we really have to be careful with the narrative that we're speaking to ourselves. Because the conversation, as I mentioned before, the conversation you have with yourself is going to be the most important conversation you have. And why not make it an empowering one? Why not lift yourself up? If you're going to lift somebody else up, lift yourself up. That's how you build confidence. If you know you've got confidence to build somebody else up, do the same for yourself. So if you're willing to do for others, flip the script and do it for yourself.
And every time you say flip the script, I can see how you flip the pancake. Do something different. My beautiful Cindy, I loved it. I loved it. Thank you so much. So my beautiful ladies, we are going to now go to Nina, Ewa, and Christiana. And then I'm going to come back to Laura, and I'm going to ask every one of you. You can choose somebody to ask a question to somebody else. And if that person answers, then they can ask the next person. So we're going to get some more questions on confidence. My beautiful Nina, for you, my beautiful one.
I would love to share the story that I experienced a few years ago. Before I became an energy healer, I was working in marketing, doing marketing campaigns for Fortune 500 companies in Austria and Germany. And then I became very sick, and while I was looking for a solution to my pain, I got into energy healing, and it changed my life. And while I was learning about energy healing, people started approaching me to help them. And this is how I got into this business, because I realized I was booked weeks in advance, and it was not a hobby anymore. It was a real business, and it changed everything. And even though I was an energy healer, I was still very afraid to post something on social media. I kept this inside my bubble among my friends who knew that I'm energy healer, and my clients who already knew that I'm energy healer. But I was so afraid to post on LinkedIn, for example, that I have a new business, because what my clients are going to say about that, because all these big companies were my clients, and now I'm doing energy healing. Oh my God, what's going to happen? And I remember it took me a year to post something on LinkedIn. And when I posted, I got really positive reactions from people around the world. And there was something that changed my life forever. After 7 days after I posted that post on LinkedIn, I received a card from my first boss. She was also my master thesis mentor, and she's a dean at university. And she wrote me a card, and she said, "It looks like you found your calling. What can you wish for more?" That card changed my whole life, because I cried like a little baby. I realized the only person standing in my way is me. And if I want to build a business that is going to touch millions of hearts, I need to overcome myself, my own fears, my own doubts, and limiting beliefs, and look inside of me to see what is out of alignment inside of me and change that. So I can be the leader. I can show up and lead by the example for my clients. And that changed my whole life. And that was the moment when I started doing things despite I was scared, despite, oh my God, what other people are going to say, because I saw that the things that I started believing more in myself, in my intuition and the visions I had. And I started really to work on myself. The more I worked on myself, the more my life changed and the more confident I became. And that's something I can give to everybody. Look what is out of alignment inside of you and change that. Search for your pains and face them. Because very often behind every single pain you have, there's a limiting belief standing behind that is not even true. And challenge that belief, and it's going to change your life.
I love that. I love that, Nina. And you know, one of the things that I've brought in my life, I was becoming, like Laura said, that thought that I wanted to become. I started to believe it totally. I did the dreaming. I sent it to God and the angels to create, because I didn't know the who and the how, but I knew He will know who and how and the resources to send to me. So I love that. I'm truly thankful that you have taken up your calling. Because of that, I met you, and you are truly magnificent. You are going to be part of my amazing new Mrs. Potts. Well, Mrs. Potts is already going on for 18 months. Laura, can you believe it? For 18 months, we had our Mrs. Potts, 3 meetings every day, that any lady from the Diamond Beauties can phone in just to be seen and be heard. And beautiful Nina and beautiful Ewa and Christiana will be our new Mrs. Potts coming in January. I will have 5 women for 5 days for 2025, and that is a dream God gave me. And can I tell you something, ladies? My daughter got for me for Christmas Elvis Presley Return to Sender, the LP, and we're going to go and collect it this afternoon.
Wow. Wow.
I was like, my daughter, I love you to the moon and back. But beautiful Nina, thank you. Ewa,
Thank you.
and
Thank
for
you so much, Barbara.
Hello. Sorry. I'm still kind of teary over Nina's speech. I was trying to hold back my tears. It was so beautiful and so touching, and a lot of things I went through similar, when you're shifting from one business to another one and you realize your true passion, and it makes a difference, but my tip is be your number one fan. I wasn't for many years. So that's the tip from everybody listening, similar to Cindy's, but be your number one fan. Find those positive affirmations that really speak to you, write them on a piece of paper, like ones like, my feelings are valid and significant. I am distinct and exceptional. Like write them all out, the ones that really resonate with you, and read them every day. Let them become you. If you're starting like at the beginning, like I did before, do it few days until it becomes you, and be your number one fan. But don't make it like from the ego. It's like, and when you go crazy, take it from the heart and soul, because that's where it is, and love yourself, and number one fan. That's what I gotta say.
Wow, I love it. Yes, to you, my beautiful Ewa. In the meanwhile, Christiana's son have joined us, and Cindy's little dog have joined us. Christiana, and for you, my girl.
Oh, I can relate. What I wanted to be always was to be home with my children for their foundation years. So that's something I, and had the confidence in that. And then I also pursued, when I just had my firstborn, who's going to be 30 in January, I decided to pursue my acting career, Chrissy Carr, superstar, and I headed out to BC for 5 years. And I lived out there. That's where my second son was born. So I had 3 boys and the 1 girl. But when I got out there and what I went through out there, I went out at the peak of my confidence. I said I was at the peak of my confidence when I was out there. Christy Carr, superstar. I was in this theater group back in Ontario before I moved out there. Did really good in that. I was a DJ where we put on costumes and we would lip sync and stuff. So I just felt really good. But kept getting great feedback. And when I got out there and I got into a toxic relationship, I realized it wasn't coming from within me. That's why I couldn't maintain that confidence. It wasn't from within. So again, like you'd said, Cindy, being your own best friend, I'm like, well, I gotta love me. Like somebody's got to do it, and I'm the one that I've got to look at every day. So I'm the one that lives with me, and we're the ones that we're with from the time we're conceived till the time we cross that rainbow bridge. So shouldn't we like that person that we're going to be spending the most time with our whole lives? So I'm like, okay. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to build that up and get it from within now. So it's not coming from outside. I'm letting those things come in and land, but it's not dependent on anything on the outside, because not everybody's going to have something nice to say about you. And a lot of times it might be because they're a little jealous. They wish they could do what you're doing. And instead of bringing themselves up, they try to bring you back down. They try to throw some shade on you, instead of throwing on their shades. If they don't want to amp up, keep your light bright and let the other ones throw on their shades. I had a nice Kiwi lady tell me that in her beautiful Kiwi accent. It was awesome. So that's what I do. I keep amping up my light, and, if people don't like it, they can put on shades. It's not my problem.
I love it. I love it. Thank you. So before I go to Laura, I'm quickly going to go reverse from Cindy up all the way. Please, Cindy, tell us what is your forever song?
My forever song is This Is Me from The Greatest Showman. Okay. Because we are different, right? And that's okay. And it's about embracing our perfect imperfections. So this is me.
Perfect. Are you ready for paparazzi? Thank you. Christiana, your forever song?
Oh, that's a Dancing on My Own Ground Again by Lawrence Gowan.
Yeah.
Ewa, what is your forever song?
Well, I like Cindy's song, but I also have my own, and it's Feel Alive. But I forget who it's by. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Are you ready for paparazzi? Thank you, Nina. What is your forever song?
My forever song is Limitless from Jello.
I love your song. Are you ready for paparazzi?
Yes.
Penny, what is your forever song?
Mine's All of Me Loves All of You, which we played at our wedding.
Oh, wow. I love it. Are you ready for paparazzi? Laura, ask me.
I'm coming to you. What is your forever song, Miss Sanet?
Thank you for asking, my beautiful Laura. My song is Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves.
Woo!
And Laura, what is your favorite song?
Yeah, most people know this song by Celine Dion, but I love the original version by Jennifer Rush, and it is The Power of Love.
Oh, I love it. And that's my favorite version as well. Here we go, Laura. Oops, I'm so sorry.
Okay, I broke the lens.
Okay, Laura, you are welcome to ask a question for any of the ladies.
I know. So, of course, I'm sure we all have a question for each one of us, but I'm going to go to Miss Penny. I think she comes across as one of the most confident women, human beings, but women I've ever come across. And I know you said that with age comes the confidence, so I understand that. Looking back at that moment in life when you were not aligned to the confidence, what is something you would say to that woman at that moment to support her trajectory into an empowered, confident life?
Okay. I would say to her, you know, things change. You're not going to feel like this forever. What is it that is making you feel less confident? Analyze it and throw it away.
Yeah.
Because in a way, it's like imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
And why should you feel an imposter? Because you are actually living what you do.
I love that you just flipped the script on that. Rather than put the energy into feeling less than confident, flip the script. That's almost the imposter. And in its opposition is the confidence. That was, see? That's why I picked you, Penny.
So
Fabulous.
Penny, you have to write that in your chapter, my girl. Penny, who
Yeah.
do you want to ask a question for?
I think I'd like to ask Laura a question. And that is, with everything that you've done and all you've achieved, have there been times when you've had imposter syndrome?
This is a great question. This has come up on numerous occasions when you are having thought leadership, right? Meetings and mastermind meetings on this. So I'm going to say this from the purest place of my heart. I never have, because just as you said, I was taught when the feeling might come in where there's that little bit of doubt, to suspend the doubt and go for it anyways. It's almost like an actress when you have to show up and master the scene. My mom always taught me, live your life as if you're mastering the scene. And eventually it just won't be a doubt anymore. So yes, of course, there have been moments, I'm human, but my mind-brain matrix was really primed to recalibrate that very quickly and just get on top of it. And like you said, you throw away that doubt. You just abandon it because it doesn't serve your highest and best self. And so even if it slips in a little and peeks around the door, no, thank you. Not inviting you in.
I love it.
Penny.
I love it.
Thank you.
Well, Nina, so you can ask somebody, as another lady, a question, and then that lady can ask you, then we will even it out.
So I would love to ask Ewa a question, because you mentioned before you became a confidence coach and mindset coach, you were very unconfident in yourself. How did you start building your confidence?
It started with a choice first in my mind, because I could say tired was the word. I was tired of being in a space where I was in my mindset. And so my daughter was the wake-up call, I call her. And it started with the decision to make the best of my life, leave the past where it was and move forward. So that was my moment, the decision making to leave it all behind, release, let go, and forget about it. Of course, the memories of it will stay, but when you detach from it, you start living in a different, moment, different reality. And yeah, of course, work had to be done. And it took time, tears, laughter, hatred. It all came up. But, I analyzed the feelings. I looked into them deeper, released what no longer served me, and, new identity was born.
Nice. Oh, I love that. New identity.
Eva, you can
Beautiful.
ask Nina.
So going back to you, Nina, describe the time, because you mentioned, the Fortune 500 and so on. Describe the time when you felt highly confident in your abilities. Where did it come from? Was there something big that happened?
When I was doing marketing for Fortune 500 companies, when I started doing that, I didn't have a confidence. Confidence came with competence. When I started doing it, when I had routine in doing things, and when I knew what is working and how to do it, this is how I got my confidence, because it didn't happen overnight. You first, as Laura and Penny said, you need to be open and willing to learn. And when you get the knowledge, when you get the experience, this is where your confidence comes from as well in the business world.
Awesome. Thank
I
you.
love it. So my beautiful Christiana, please ask Cindy a question.
Oh, Cindy, where do you come up every day with those ideas that you so beautifully post? Where do you come up with the idea? What are you going to write today? Do you really think about that? Is it something that's a divine inspiration? Where do you come up with that?
That is a wonderful question, and thank you. When I've been told to be in front of the camera, and what did that have to take? Confidence. I didn't feel comfortable being in front of the camera all the time, and someone just said, just be you. Okay. And next thing I know, my volume didn't work, and I was just dancing, and at that very moment I went, I think that's what I'm supposed to do. But all of the lines are just coming from some divine energy that's in the morning that comes to me when I wake up, and I can't wait to share it with the world.
I love it. And
I
just
love
want to
that.
let
That
you
is
know,
so
thank
beautiful.
you, Christina. Just want to let you know, beautiful Cindy, not only on her Diamond Beauties, because she's doing it on her Instagram and her Facebook as well, but in the Diamond Beauties, she posts amazing videos every day, and it's truly excellent. Thank you for that question, my beautiful Christiana. Cindy, what question do you have for Christiana?
Yes, Christiana, I am really curious to know, because I can see the confidence radiating from you. And with your song and with your personality, you have children. And I am curious, especially for your daughter or daughters, what are you doing to help support them on building their own confidence at the age that they're at?
Nice.
I tell them that they're perfect just the way that they are. And I have 3 boys and 1 girl. And she just turned 11 last month. My youngest boy just turned 16. The middle boy's going to be 21. So I try and see their uniqueness in them, and just promote their little unique, just be you, and as long as you're happy with you, it's the same kind of things that I'm telling myself. So I'm growing along with my children. Like, I took ECE and child psychology, so I've been that's what I've been geared up to, and I want them to be their own unique little beings, so that's what pushes me to get that in myself too. I have to lead by example, because that's what they do. Children learn what they live. So this is that's the way that I do it, and tell her that she's just so beautiful, and I'm just so proud of her. And I try to be aware that I'm not just like all up and down, this and that, whatever, right? But be aware of the way that I speak and stuff too. But mostly I'm trying to do it lead by example.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good question. Thank you.
That's incredible. So, ladies, we do have 4 minutes left. Will you be able to give me your golden nugget? Just a short answer, what we have put down. So, Laura, if I can start with you.
Yep. Suspend the doubt and go for it anyways.
I love it. Penny?
Don't judge yourself by other people. Be yourself.
I love it. Nina?
Be brave, shine your light, because the world needs that love and light inside of you more than ever.
Oh, I love it. Eva?
Be your number one fan from within, from your heart.
I love it. Christiana?
Today's tears of sorrow water the seeds of joy for tomorrow, but you don't have to wait until tomorrow to feel the joy in today.
Wow, I love it. Cindy?
The most important conversation you are going to have is the one you have with yourself. Make it important, valuable, and confident.
Wow, I love it. Cindy, ask me.
And Sanet, please tell us your golden nugget.
Oh, thank you for asking, my beautiful Cindy. My golden nugget is if your why is big enough, you can do anything. You can do everything. Thank you, my beautiful ladies. You were all amazing, amazing. My beautiful viewers on E360. I know that you love us. Please connect with all of us down below. Click on the show notes. And you can see all of our connection points. Our elevator pitch is also in the descriptions. So please connect with us and then have a coffee chat. You will never know what golden threads that you will have when you have a coffee chat. Because over the world, there is so many people that is truly magnificent. So we are going to have a dance. My beautiful ladies, will you have a dance with me?
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you. Eva, I will put my glasses on. I just need to sort out the things here, but keep it on. My beautiful viewers on E360, will you please have a dance with us? They said yes. Let me see if I can maneuver this now. Just here we go. Come on. Oh, it doesn't want to play. Oh.
I'm hearing it in my head.
Can you hear it?
Yes.